Right. Hey, but you got to tell me this. You got to tell me this. Is America becoming just too femme? I mean, can you tell the difference between a male and a female? Can you tell the difference between a male locker room and a female locker room? Can you tell the difference between a man's club and a woman's club? Can you tell the difference between a man and a woman nowadays?
I have one word for you. Decaf.
No, the reason why I say this, okay, you know, from time to time we go out and we do interviews on various sports shows and radio stations and TV stations. Now, I was doing an interview on the sports station, and we were talking about the NFL. I was giving my opinion of all the teams in the NFL and where they were going to go. And this sports announcer said to me, he just came out of left field, and he said, what player, now sit down for this, hopefully you're sitting down. He said to me, what player do you have a man crush on? Wait a second. Wait. I tapped my head and said, excuse me, what did you just say? He said, what player do you have a man crush on? I said, where in the fem is this guy going at? A man crush. You know, I don't know where that came from. And I'm starting to hear it a little bit more often. I mean, what's going on?
I just fell out of my chair.
Yeah.
Let me say something.
Now listen, he didn't say it like this. He didn't say, who do you have a man crush on? He didn't say it like that. He just came out and said, who do you have a man crush on?
No, I get what he's trying to say, and I get where they're trying to go with it. But I'm telling you, and I know you don't agree with this, but the far left, pablum puking degenerates have seized the media, and now they were stuffing their. I'll just come out and say it. Their homosexual gay views down the throats of America, no pun intended. All they're trying to do is weaken the United States. All they're trying to do is make everything, effeminate. The media is just highlighting it on every movie, every show. There's a gay theme, like that's natural, normal. I'll tell you this. In my personal life, I've only run into that. I'm talking about as far as people I talk to, socially or whatever. I've only run into that maybe once or twice ever. And I'm not talking about looking at somebody across the street. I'm saying, hey, I went over to Joe's house and I noticed that his uncle was a little weird,
right,
or a little soft. Twice in my life. So that isn't as prevalent as they're trying to make it seem. And all they're doing is just browbeating people. And now, this poor sap, who's fed into it, is now making that part of his belief system. So every guy has a, crush on some other guy. That's what maybe girls talk about.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm saying, I said, well, wait a second. You mean what player I kind of admire? And then I started saying, rattling off some guys. I said, no, I don't know where you're going with that term, but I'm not into that term. And then he said, well, like man crush, like bromance. Bromance? Are we talking guys talking about football? Or are you trying to, I don't know where you're going with this.
Well, and I told you. They are in control. The left wants to soften America. They want to turn it to something totally different. And now it's chic or popular to say these statements and pretend. Because I'm telling you, if you can think of your own situation, your own life, how many times you run into that? Not many. Not many times. So if I haven't run into many times, you haven't run into many times, then it means it's very small.
Right.
You've got to be with a certain group of people at a certain place, and they hang together. But it doesn't happen in normal society, and now through the media, TV, now radio, movies, they're trying to force that issue on you and make it a big deal, like it's actually a true issue. And it is. It's a very small minority of the country that are even into that type of stuff, and I don't think it's right to even pull any of their phrases in. It's kind of like white America, where now, if you think about it, everybody's got this little black slang phrase to be cool, when, let's face it, Americans who enslaved the blacks hated them back in, slavery time, and then down south to this day, there's still a lot of hatred, and then you have, racial anarchy some places, but they're going to use their phrases, and society's using their little moves, and so they're trying to pull that style into regular society, and that's what same thing they're trying to do with.
Well, I think one of our shows, we're going to retire those two words, because if you want to say, I'll say in the future, if you're going to interview me, you want me to contribute on your show, if you want for me to contribute onto your show, bromance and what was the other word it said? Man crush. It doesn't work with me. So those are two words out of my vocabulary, and in the future, I'll just won't answer that.
Yeah, but see, they're not even words. They're made up.
Right, exactly, of course.
A fictional dialogue to bring in some...
Right, I guess this guy was trying to be cool, showing he was hip and whatever, but hey, sorry, I didn't buy it.